Great question from Quora. If my brand is well established, but I didn't trademark the name, can someone else trademark it and then file a lawsuit on me even after I've been using the name for years? I'm Andrei Mincov, the founder of Trademark Factory, and here's my answer to this question. Oh my, what a question. So you have a well-established brand, but you didn't trademark it. Why not? Seriously, why not? Why the hell not? Why would you not protect a well-established brand? Something that can become your most valuable asset of your entire business. Why would you not protect it? It's beyond me. But okay, let's go with your scenario. You've got a well-established business and you didn't trademark the name. Can someone else trademark it and then sue you for trademark infringement? Yes. Yes, they can. Here's why. The Trademarks Office doesn't care about unregistered trademarks. They don't care how long you've been using this mark without trademarking it. They don't care how well established your brand is. All they care about are trademarks that had been applied for or registered within their system. That's the only thing they look at. So unless you've got a famous brand that for some reason isn't trademarked, which is almost something that never happens, but we're talking about massive brands like Microsoft, Mercedes, type of brands, big brands. If you're not one of them, that doesn't apply to you because it's called famous trademarks that have special treatment. But Trademarks Office does not care about trademarks outside of their system. So anybody else could jump in and trademark your brand and they would have a trademark registration certificate. And when they do have one, yes, they can file a lawsuit against you. And if you don't respond to that lawsuit, they will win. No matter how long, no matter how well established you are with your business and with your brand, because anybody can sue anybody for anything. Doesn't mean they're going to win, but what it does mean is if somebody sues you, you have to defend it. You have to defend it. You have to spend money. You have to spend time. You have to spend your emotions. You have to spend your energy fighting this lawsuit. Because if you don't, a default judgment is going to be entered against you and you're going to lose, even if you're right and they're wrong. So, but let's say you've got the budget to defend the case, then yes, probably you will win. If you can prove that you were there with this brand in the same industry long before they trademarked theirs, if you are in a country that respects unregistered trademarks as common law trademarks, for example, US or Canada, then you would in theory be able to win. But it's going to cost you hundreds of times more than it would have cost you to just go ahead and trademark the damn thing. A good example that I have is, so there was a case in Canada called Woodpecker Flooring. So there was this flooring company in Richmond, it's near Vancouver. And they were in business for 20 years, well established, never bothered to trademark their name. So a competitor across the street, we have a whole street there in Richmond where, and it's near IKEA, where all of those, home decorations and home construction companies are, right? They sell all sorts of stuff. And there's a lot of them across the street. So there's their competitor across the street goes ahead and trademarks Woodpecker Flooring. Trademarks Office doesn't care about the 20-year-old company because they haven't bothered to trademark the name. So they register that trademark. And then the new company finds nothing better to do than to file a lawsuit against the old company and say, we own this trademark. You should stop using this brand because it's now ours. The old company was having none of it. They defended the case. They won. The new company appealed, so the old company won that as well. By the book, the old company is okay, right? They won they won the lawsuit. Here's the problem with that. Well, actually, two problems. Problem number one, the old company had to spend a lot of money, well into six figures, to defend the case, to not be found infringing the rights of the new company. And second, even more important, the new company still owns that mark. They just can't enforce it against the company who was there first. But the old company can't expand anymore geographically. So they can't open Woodpecker Flooring, let's say in Ontario, or they can't, or Alberta, or any other province in Canada, because trademarks are federal. So the only exception to the enforceability of that new trademark is Vancouver and Richmond, right? In this close area next to that store, because this is where the old company still has what's called common law rights to the name. But that's it. That's it. If they had not become known under that name in a certain part of the country, when somebody else trademarks the same brand, you're out of luck. Now they own it. So if your brand is well established but you didn't trademark the name, that's the big mistake. That's really where the question should stop. And the real question is, why haven't you? Because if you're hoping that nobody's going to steal your brand, if you're hoping that nobody's going to try to hijack it and then maybe get some money from you, you're sorely mistaken. The way I always say is, before your business becomes truly successful, somebody will trademark your brand. It could be you or it could be somebody else. Why wouldn't it be you? Why would you create a massive problem for your business, the problem that can be easily and inexpensively solved preemptively today? So don't wait, trademark your brand, and don't worry about somebody else stealing it from you. It's not really that expensive. In fact, for a business that's a real business, it's not a hobby, it's not expensive at all. Now, I hope this answers your question. Make sure you like this video, comment below, and subscribe, right? We are working on these videos, and the only way for us to know if you like them is by seeing your engagement, just comments, likes, and subscribes. So if you haven't yet, subscribe now, get notified whenever the next video goes live, and I'll take it from there. And I'll see you in the next video.